What's up guys, my name is Siege and today I'm going to go meet my mom. This week I'm going to stay with her. I believe that there will be a lot of activities that we're going to be doing. I'm going to bring you guys along, so let's go. Roll intro. I wanted to go meet my mom and sister at the airport, but when I tried to book a ride to go there, I can't seem to get a grab car going to the arrival area of NAIA 1. Which, in hindsight, makes a lot of sense considering that it is the arrival area. After around 30 minutes of trying, I called my sister and arranged to meet somewhere else, which is Chowking near Baclaran Church. If you're wondering why we chose to go there, it was because my mom wanted to go pray for her safe arrival and to go see the Santo Niño there. Apparently, my parents asked the Santo Niño for me and they believe that this is the reason why my eyelashes are so long, was because I was made in its image? I don't know, bro. Anyway, we prayed, I lit a candle from my friends and family, and we went on our merry way. It's been a long while since I went to this part of Manila. Not since my girlfriend went back to her hometown last year, but I was so surprised to see that the once barren land where the Uniwide Coastal Mall once stood now has a building complex. Funny how things can change so drastically within a few years, eh? To add to that, I discovered that there is a new skyway that connects Cavitex to Parañaque. That's crazy good. Thank you, Pinoy. After church, we went to visit my grandmother in the cemetery, and while getting offerings for her, my sister and I got to catch up with things that were happening in each other's lives since the pandemic. We went to my sister's house shortly after via SLEX. Again, I haven't passed here for a long time, long before the pandemic too, so it's really been a while. The last few times I passed here, I was always the driver, so I never got to see this view before. To me, this was breathtaking. It signaled the start of my working vacation, and through this, I gained more respect towards people who had to commute from Laguna to Manila every day for work because holy, the traffic was so damn bad. We left Parañaque when the sun was just about to set and only arrived when it was super dark already. But hey, at least we made it home safely. A beautiful, beautiful afternoon. I say afternoon because this was already around 2 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's mostly my fault too because my mom and sister let me get some sleep first before we left. I have to mention that even though this looks like a vacation for me, I am still working evenings. I'm just thankful that they were willing to adjust for me. So, today, we are going to the parish and national shrine of Saint Padre Pio. I believe that this was in Batangas already. Although this is not my first time in Batangas, it was my first time going to this shrine. I'd like to mention that I'm not a devoted Catholic, but I do appreciate art, and I also like quiet and secluded places. The silence usually gives me relief from stresses of the world, especially if it's a bit foresty. Upon entering, you will be welcomed by the statue of Saint Padre Pio. For context, Saint Padre Pio is the patron saint of civil defense volunteers, stress relief, and adolescents. Okay, now that I read that, it kinda makes sense why this place had a sense of relaxation to it. In Japan, there is a term that they use called Shinrin-yoku, which translates to forest bathing or forest therapy. This activity is a mindful practice of spending time in nature to improve both physical and mental well-being. So, yeah, he is the patron saint of exactly that. This place is pretty cool to me though because this is kind of like a complex of several small chapels grouped together, and I think this one with the big crucifix of Jesus is the main one. There were several others too, but I wasn't able to get footage of them because it started raining. And although this should make this experience feel gloomy, it actually pretty much leveled it up a notch. The silence, the great forest and greenery, the pitter-patter of the rain against the roof of the chapel, and the cement below made the experience oh so charming in and of itself. Which is why I'm very happy I was able to experience this at least once in my life. It's finally the weekend! After a week of grueling, soul-sucking work, I will finally be able to relax and unwind. I'ma swim in the pool, drink till I'm drunk, sing karaoke until the sun starts shining, all of that. Ooh boy, I'ma drink all of the...
Good morning everyone, this is already day 2. I forgot to shoot videos yesterday and I already went for a swim and I'm actually not as fit as I was last year, so we're gonna start working on that once we get back home, but for now I'm gonna relax and make the most of it. On a side note, last night I tried to drink and I had 1 bottle of soju, but that was all I could drink. I think I don't know, maybe it's my age or maybe I just wasn't conditioned to drink last night. So I did have late nights for the last week and I haven't been sleeping well, so that's probably one of the reasons why my body just wanted to go to sleep, recover. So yeah, again right now I'm just gonna try to enjoy the swimming pool as much as I can while I'm still here, because God knows when I'll go swim again. I hope soon with my friends, but I know my friends are just as or even more so introverted than I am, so events like that aren't usual, as to say. So I'm gonna go right into it. Swimming pool's pretty nice, and I'll see you guys later.
And so, swim I did. I also got to swim the night before too, but the water felt cooler in the morning, so I enjoyed this more than the night before. And although I wanted to enjoy the water and swim around a bit more, I had tito duties and decided to play with the children a little bit. Oh yeah, going here to Pansol is one of the things that my mom likes to do when she visits. We need to go at least once. I really appreciate it since I don't really go out much and I don't get invited to these things often as well. To add to that, I like being in the water, by the way. Maybe it's because of the gravity in the water, but when I'm in it, my back feels weightless and sometimes it feels like I'm normal again. So it's relieving. Also, from a young age, I was taught how to swim, and some summers when I'm not playing basketball, I was swimming. And it was like my cardio. With my back all weird, it feels so much different than before. It takes a little bit of getting used to, but I know I'll get used to it eventually. After swimming, I tried my hand in table tennis as well. This is one of those games that I know how to play socially. I'm not insanely good, but I can volley with people at the same skill level or higher if they are holding back. Look at this loser try-harding against his nephew. In my defense though, table tennis is his sport and I'm just here enjoying being able to play at my old man pace. If you're familiar with table tennis, you'd probably notice that I'm using the chopsticks grip. Nobody actually taught me this. When I first started playing, this grip was the one I defaulted to, and eventually I did learn how to play with the standard grip, but I always go back to this one because I'm more comfortable with it. It doesn't really matter, I guess, since I don't really play competitively, but you know, just a fun fact. Next activity that I did was solo Jenga. This game actually holds a special place in my heart because my grandma taught me how to play this game. Way before it became cool. Which is why when it started getting popular, I already had knowledge on how to play and I was the one teaching my friends how to do it. Every now and then though, I play solo like I'm doing here. Since when I was a kid, I didn't grow up with my sister or around any other kids. So I defaulted to playing things alone, sometimes with my imaginary friends. Last activity, karaoke. I used to love singing karaoke, but for some reason I think my voice deteriorated when I stopped practicing, or that my voice was actually shit but my confidence at that time was pretty high. So now I only sing when I feel like no one is watching, which is, as you can see, I'm doing. All in all though, I had a lot of fun. I was able to play with the kids a little, talk to my mom and sister. Lastly, I was able to enjoy the facilities. But all good things must come to an end, because now we're back to traffic and back to reality. Hi guys, Editor Siege here. It's been a few days since the recording of this video. I'm editing it now, and I realized that after the trip in Pansol, I didn't really have any other footage after that, and the reason for it is because I wanted to live the moment for the last few days that my mom is here in the Philippines. And so I'm just gonna describe it the best way that I can here while telling the story to you guys. So we came home, I think around Sunday evening. Though I wasn't supposed to go to sleep, I decided to take a nap, but that nap took way longer than I thought it was gonna be. The nap was supposed to be only for 1 or 2 hours, but it became 5. It's a good thing though, because everybody was asleep anyway. I had a bit more energy to do the things that we needed to do the next day, which was my mom buying her pasalubongs. I wasn't actually supposed to be a part of that trip. I just asked if I could get some coffee while I do some work. By work, I mean content creation work, meaning I had events lined up and I wanted to make sure that I'm able to go to all of them, and I had the energy to go to all of them. I had the budget to go to all of them. So we went to SM Santa Rosa, I think it was, and I just had coffee, and afterwards I went to my mom and ate in the department store. Actually, we just did normal people stuff like buying this and that, checking out appliances, window shopping for stuff. Activities that normal people do in the mall, but I savored it because I know that my mom doesn't usually go home to the Philippines that often. And so this was something that I wanted to cherish. And we got to eat at my favorite Japanese restaurant, Marugame. And I was actually very surprised that my mom wanted to eat in Marugame because she lives in Japan, and in Japan, Japanese food is like food, right? And yeah, I was surprised that she wanted to eat there, but we did, and I was happy that she was able to enjoy it. I was able to enjoy it. My sister was able to enjoy it. But to be pretty honest, the Marugame in that mall wasn't it, bro. Toilets were out of order. They didn't have everything. They didn't have karage. They didn't have tonkatsu. They didn't have katsudon either. I think most of the fried stuff was not available, so that sucked. Yeah, because my mom actually wanted to eat the katsudon, and so did I. But we settled for yakiniku and gyudon. I think I already gave a rating to Marugame before, so just refer to that video. It's a branch anyway, so it's probably the same. Anyway, after eating lunch, we continued our shopping journey. We went to the supermarket to buy more of my mom's pasalubongs and, you know, things that she doesn't have available to her in Japan, like liver spread, sinigang mix, the good stuff. Apparently, there's no Filipino groceries in Japan, so I don't know actually. There probably is. There probably are Filipino groceries in Japan, the same way that there are Japanese groceries here in the Philippines. Once we were done, we actually just went home. I had a bit of wine with my mom because I didn't actually have the opportunity to drink with her this whole trip because 1, I was working, and 2, because my grandpa ass was always tired. So every opportunity that I had to go to bed or get some sleep, I took it. So I didn't have, you know, the chance to drink with her even a little. So even though I had work that evening, I just told myself to go for it. I didn't drink much anyway, so like I had like 2 glasses of wine, and that was it. I then went to bed just a little, but I don't know if I actually fell asleep because it didn't feel like I did. And then went to work shortly after. Then once everything was finished, I had to fix my shit and go take a shower because we were already going to the airport, and it dawned on me that 1 week really just went by in a flash, you know? It felt like it was only yesterday that I was packing my stuff to go see my sister and my mom for the first time in a while, and it was weird, dude. It felt so fast, and thankfully my mom did say that she was gonna come home in January, but that's like 7 or half a year left to go. So yeah, so the next few clips that we're going to go over are, I don't know, just all that's left is the commute or the drive to the airport. We didn't do much. We just brought my mom to the airport, and then I went home, went back here to the apartment, and that was basically it. Anyway, I guess that would be the end of this video as well. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please like and subscribe, leave a comment if you guys want. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time.